Welcome back to Midford Pottery. Been ages since I've done a video, so a little slightly different one today, bit of making and throwing. So I'm going to move the camera down. We're also getting videoed on that camera in time lapse. How new is that? Probably trying to do too much. Not sure if the sound's going to work on this, so it's been a while. The speakers say they're picking up, but we shall go for it. So what we're going to do, I've now got 3 different types of clay. Well, I've got 4 actually. So ES5 stoneware. I've also got a brown speckle stoneware and a Scandinavian anthracite stoneware. And I thought, wouldn't it be interesting if we mixed them all together, a bit like agate ware? So we're going to mix all these together. Just going to do them on the wheel to save moving cameras about and all that. So here we go. We're going to, as I say, we've got weighs out to about 500. I should wait, shouldn't I? Oh, where have I put the scales? Where have I put the scales? There's the scales there. Because these are just test pieces, so if I can get my scales to work, come on, there we go. So what we got, 450, there you are, decent sized mug. So I'm thinking I'm going to take a little bit off there, do that, then we'll have a bit of the chocolate speckle, then we'll have the scandi clay. Well, it's quite dried out, that, like that, and then we'll finish off with our ES5 back on the top. And oh, that doesn't work, does it? That's too spinny, this wheel. Hold that thought, be back in 1 second. I'm just going to mix these up on the table. There, mixed. So I usually mix 14-15 needs of the clay. So we got our ball of clay. They're a bit on the dry side, these, but let's go for it. Get this on the wheel and see what it's like to throw with. It's probably a bit tough. We'll persevere, shall we? We'll persevere. I'm not 100% prepared for this, so I'd sort of run out of time to do the video. But I thought, hey ho, if I don't do it now, I never will. So we're going to give it a cone up. So I'm going to treat it like I do my normal agate ware, so only really get 1 cone. Any more than that, you tend to mix the clay a little bit too much. I don't want to mix it over or over mix it. So I'm going to centre it into the middle, push down and forward all the way at the bottom, hold it still, centre it off, get it all nice and in the middle. Then we're going to break in, so we're going to put our hole in the middle. If it dries out, put a bit of water in, like so. Then we're going to open it out, about there. Then we're going to compact the base. Like so. And then to help us get a sharp edge inside, we're going to lean that clay over a little bit. Now, I need a cloth just in case I need to go for the camera. I need to wrap them up. Need a cloth. Right, so I'm going to move our camera a little bit because my big head's getting in the way. When I lean in, and we'll zoom in a little bit more. There we go. Hopefully we got some sound on this video. Right, so Make sure we're all good to go. Right, so lifting time. So 450 grams of clay. 3 different types of clay. I mean, they're all individually nice to throw with, so I can't say there being much of a challenge with that part of it. Consistency does change as you're working your way up this clay, as it changes from one to the other. It's the shrinkage rates that that'll probably catch us out. Now, I've got to start thinking about the shape I'm going for. I'll dig in at the bottom, lift that clay up, I'm leaning towards a round, seeing that it's getting on for Halloween season. We're all starting to think about making pumpkin mugs, so we'll have a 450 gram round mug. Store it right down now. So start thinking about finishing this off now. So push right in at the bottom, get that last bit of clay, lift it up, curve it a little bit, don't be too greedy trying to get too tall, all the way to the top. So we don't want to go any thinner than that edge there. That's quite a thin edge. We'll stabilise that edge, and then we'll go back to the bottom just to see how much clay we got. So that's about hand height, so that's getting on for canny height. So I'll see if I can eke a little bit more out of this clay at the bottom. And curve it over. Like so. Well, not too bad. Stabilise that, and you can tell I'm unprepared. I have no tools to nick some off here. Need a sponge, need a stick, need a wire, sponge, stick. What else do I need? I need a metal rib. Metal rib. Yeah. Metal rib. So, first things first. Get rid of all the water. Get rid of all the water out the inside. Like that. Make sure that top edge is nice. In fact, if we're going to do it properly, we'll get chamois. No point doing half a job, is there? Chamois leather. Both cameras, little chamois leather. Just rest it on that top edge, just to make it nice and smooth. Like so. Throwing stick next. So we just want to break this a bit of clay off here, just to make it easy to lift off the wheel. Too bothered about that, so that will be trimmed. Next thing, nice and slow, take the bulk of the water off with our throwing stick. So I'm just going to hold it just above where we cut it earlier on, or stuck the stick in. And we're just going to roll that round all the way at the top. So that gets the bulk of the water out of the way. Now get our metal rib. 2 cameras. Right, so if we can zoom in a bit on this camera. That's it. So very sharp, but really good at what they do. So I want to just give this surface a last scrape. So inside, I'm just going to wet my fingertips just to give the clay a bit of a support, and then find our mark at the bottom and rest it on the surface. And scrape the surface. Hopefully revealing the grain. Let's give it one more quick pass. There you go, done. Done, and as you can see, we do have a marbled effect. I will stop that. We do have a marbled effect out of the 3 different clays. So I'm just going to wire this off, and then I can hold it up to the camera before we sign off. So I'll spin it nice and slow. And I'll wire through. Hands are nice and dry. Get a little board to put on so I can hold it in front of the camera easier. Lift that off like so. So I'll do both cameras, so this one first. So there you go. Is that blurry? That's better. As you can see, that's not bad. Hold it up to that one. Get our marbled effect off our 3 clays. What I do want to do, because I always put a thumb rest on, so it's going to get a handle, obviously. I'm going to collect this mixed bit of clay here, same as I do on the normal agate ware. Squish that into a little ball, put that in a pot, and that can be my thumb rest for that handle. Then I've got a choice of 3 colours to do handles. So thanks for watching. Remember, clear's the way. I wish I knew how to get this to auto focus. Doesn't seem to want to focus. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sign off on this camera. That's that one done. Move the camera back up for my ugly mug. Right, so clears the way. Like, subscribe, comment, all that YouTube stuff. See you in another video very soon, hopefully. Bye for now.